Connor Feltman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing, looks like Mono Blue Tron.
Yep, Mono Blue Tron, and we have Caleb Durward playing Spicy Merfolk list, it looks like. We got Aether Vial, Silvergill Adept, some Masters of Pearl Trident, a 1 of Icefall Regent, 4 Silumgar Scorn, 4 Nameless Inversion. And, of course, we gotta have the Snow-Covered Island and Snow-Covered Swamps in. I definitely enjoy some of the sideboard selections here. We got 1 Hakan, 2 Slaughter Pact, 2 Hurkyl's Recall, 1 Death Mark, 1 Nihil Spellbomb, 2 Tidebinder Mages.
There we go. He's a real card.
We're definitely on the spicy side of life here.
Mm-hmm. It almost feels kind of like a mix between almost like a blue-black Tezzeret with fish.
Yeah. We can call it blue-black Tez fish.
Well, there's no Tez in there.
Shh. What the viewers don't know cannot hurt them.
This blue-black fish, super spicy. I do like the Nameless Inversions. I'm really impressed with that card.
Oh yeah, I love Nameless Inversion. Anyone who knows me knows that I actually just really enjoy the Hakan Nameless Inversion combo, if that's what you really want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
The best part is that Nameless Inversion works with Silumgar Scorn because it is in fact a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like Dark-Stick Serum Visions.
Finds an Aether Vial on top. That sure is a little awkward. We got the Mutavault in hand, Mono Blue Tron, leading off with the island. Very inconspicuous. This Nameless Inversion is actually looking better and better as the more I look at it. Silvergill Adept counts as a merfolk. Silumgar Scorn, as we said, counts as a dragon. And it has the synergy with a Khan that's in the graveyard. Or not in the graveyard, in the sideboard. Sideboard graveyard, same thing. You don't get to use things once they're in the graveyard, right?
I wish.
2 islands. Not a great start for Connor here. No. Definitely want to be at least 1 Tron land in with your second land drop.
No, but it looked like Caleb had a little bit of a land-heavy hand.
Good old Expedition map, turn 2. That's not feeling great. Fetch is probably going to get one of his 2 watery graves here. Oh, basic island.
Maybe he has something to cast here.
I can't see anything on his list here. Unless he's going for the value Snapcaster. Nope,
I guess the Black Splash isn't that large, so...
Some good old modern fetching, that's it.
Let's see. Oh. See, Thirst for Knowledge in his hand. There we go.
I'm gonna condescend that. Draw 2. If only Nameless Inversion counted as an artifact, too. Discards a watery grave.
And the basic islands.
Oh. There's the Aether Vial that he kind of probably wishes he had drawn. Seems like an easy discard at this point. Silvergill Adept. We're going to reveal the Coral Helm Commander.
Which is the level up Merfolk Lord.
Haven't seen him in a while.
No, most lists tend not to play him.
Silvergill Adept comes with a trigger. It looks like Caleb missed it, though. We did not draw a card off of Silvergill Adept. He's going to remand the Coral Helm Commander, though. Now we have the Solemn Simulacrum in hand.
And those are 4 basic islands from the Mono Blue Tron player.
I feel like we can safely lead off with... Oh no, we're going to go with the Spells Guide.
I guess gets the blocker down.
I was going to go with the Oathstone play. Make sure Caleb can't commit anything more to the board.
Unless he wants him to play into it.
Enjoy Caleb's speed of play.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely makes his opponents play faster as well. grabs the Tectonic Edge off the top to go with his 9th edition Urza of the Land, it looks like.
Oh!
On turn, Snapcaster Mage, going for that Thirster Knowledge, probably.
That sounds good.
There's one thing we all have, it's a Thirst for Knowledge. Gonna discard that Aether Vial pretty quick, I'd imagine.
That doesn't feel bad at all.
No. Unfortunately, Aether Vial, it's just too late for you.
Yeah.
Draws another one. Oof, da.
He does have another Thirst for Knowledge in his deck. So.
Nope. No, looks like he's gonna play that Aether Vial now. Like, hey, I discarded this because I had more. Spellskite blocks the Silvergill add up. And Snapcaster Mage gets in for 2. End of turn. Looks like he's probably gonna Connor's gonna thirst for knowledge himself. Oh. We're gonna repeal. Turn Mutavault into a dragon. Oh, the beautiful synergies of life. The Silumgar Scorn turned completely on now.
Oh yeah.
Turned into a 2-mana counterspell.
And which he just really doesn't want him to draw a card.
I don't think he wants to Aether Vial returned all that much either.
No, I mean, it doesn't feel good, but I mean, I think it's mostly the card draw.
We have the second repeal and the second Silumgar Scorn getting in there. So Caleb Durward definitely won that fight. Connor is just not finding any of his Tron lands. It's not making life easy for him.
Looks like all I saw was a Condescend and a Sad Robot.
I'm definitely going to play that Sad Robot now. Looks more lonely than sad, though.
It is a lonely robot. Looks like he's going to be casting his big stuff the hard way.
Like, we are getting dangerously close to Sundering Titan mana, folks. We're just going to hardcast that puppy. We would call that 7 mana the hard way. Just the way Richard Garfield drew it up.
Exactly.
Nope, we have a Master of the Pearl Trident.
Which feels really good against all those islands.
Yep.
Just walk right past those 2 artifact blockers.
Yep. Nothing can possibly go wrong here. At least. Nope. Tech edging the Mutavault.
UT. Turning off that Scorn.
Still serves as a pretty nice force spike, but...
Oh yeah. There's the O-Stone.
No, the question is, does Caleb have any answer for that? He does play a 1 of Cryptic Command in his deck.
Looks like he doesn't have any responses to it.
Well, he can still use Cryptic Command to bounce it.
Yeah.
Should that be necessary.
Offers cut. Let's see what he gets.
Went and grabbed a Watery Grave. Black mana for the Nameless inversion.
That looks like he picked up a Mutavault.
Well, that's gonna feel good after that O-Stone goes. If only Durward could get that Aether Vial O-Stone tricks going. Activate. Alright. Snappy bit the dust. To a solemn simulacrum. Looks like Connor's threatening that O-Stone at any time now.
Go 6 damage, go.
Right? At least the Mutavault's gonna get in for 2 no matter what.
Hmm.
Hooray, non-land permanents.
And he plays the Coral Helm that got remanded earlier in the game. Let's see. Oh, looks like a...
Trinket Mage? Treasure Mage?
Treasure Mage.
Treasure Mage.
Go grab the big guy. I would be surprised if he doesn't grab a Worm Coil here.
Worm Coil or Sundering Titan.
Ah, I suppose Sundering Titan does hit 2 lands.
We are, that and the 710 body is definitely nothing to scoff at.
No, but I feel like the lifelink might be a little bit more important here.
Can definitely see that. Does grab the Worm Coil. Connor is just being kept completely off Tron naturally. No manipulation needed.
Nope. Caleb's putting up a good fight. He can't seem to do it.
The Caleb Durward presence is getting in there. Finds 2 Merfolk on top, and Snap keeps those. Okay. Alright. Coral Helm Commander definitely... Coral Helm Commander definitely getting in there. Leveled up to 4 already.
And there's the Rift.
Do we have some scorn? Some scorn for that Rift? I can definitely hope.
Mm-hmm. Tap to animate itself. Get in there.
There it is. Reasons we love Caleb Durward. In fairness, reasons why we love any player who plays Spicy Brews.
Right, so this is definitely showing what you can do with the new cards.
Yeah. So many different applications in here too, with the Mutavault and the Nameless Inversion, turning on Silumgar Scorn, being Merfolk. I mean, I'm really curious to see Icefall Regent hit play. Like, what's going to happen there? Worm Coil Engine.
Caleb doesn't have all that many answers for him, but let's see what he does. Those 2 Coral Helms feel really good. Sorry, Silvergills.
Yeah. Definitely Pumper Lord. Now let's get a Mutavault in there and attack. That feels like it should be lethal. Yep.
And that's it.
Alright, going to sideboard. You have Connor's list. Where do you think Connor's going to go here?
Connor has a 1 of Bottlegnomes, 2 Dismember, a Karn Liberated, 2 Mana Leak, 2 Negate, a Pithing Needle, a Relic, a Spell Pierce, another Spellskite, a Squelch, I like that card, Aetherize.
Alright, and I think out of those, we definitely want to see the Relic of Progenitus come in.
Yeah, definitely.
He hasn't seen any of the graveyard synergies, but at the same time, it's a free card draw, and obviously with the way that he was drawing last game, You just want that extra card draw in there. Plus, you probably have enough things to take out. Things like repeal aren't going to feel good.
The Aetherize feels like something to probably bring in.
Aetherize, I can definitely see that coming in. I don't think that there's. I don't know what we're taking out for the Aetherize at this point, I guess. I mean.
The Condescends feel a little. Well, they felt outclassed that game, but then again, he was off Tron.
Yeah, he was off Tron the entire time. The negates don't feel bad. We definitely saw more than enough non-creature spells from Caleb to...
The Romance can probably be turned into hard counters.
Yeah, you can definitely turn 2 Romance into 2 negates. Turn the Spell Burst into a Spell Pierce.
The Spell Burst might be a little bit more relevant if you can get
Tron online, yeah. As far as Caleb is concerned, we have 1 Hakan, 2 Slaughter Pact, a Duress, an Inquisition, 2 Dispel, 2 Recall, 1 Illness in the ranks, 1 Nihil Spellbomb, 1 Deathmark, 1 Go for the Throat, and 2 Tidebinder Mages. As far as this matchup is concerned, I can see him bringing in Recall. Recall doesn't feel the greatest, though, because a lot of his artifacts aren't the greatest. Like, I don't know, recalling Solemn Simulacrum doesn't feel the greatest. I haven't done it before.
But it also feels like he can eliminate some blockers.
Yeah.
But then again, he is playing mono blue, so his Lord's giving Island Walker really good.
A lot of those blockers aren't doing a whole lot.
I wouldn't be surprised if we brought in Slaughter Pact. I feel like taking out the Nameless Inversions for actual spells that can kill.
I mean, with the Island Walk, though, the argument can be said, do we really need the hard removal?
True.
Like, we can almost take out Nameless Inversion, aside from the fact that it's a Dragon. Just because none of his removal matters.
That's true. And also, if it gets 2 Lords out, it's essentially a 2-costing Giant Growth. And
with Slaughter Pact, you're not going to Slaughter Pact the Sundering Titan. You're not going to Slaughter Pact the Worm Coil Engine. It's almost a 0 value spell.
The one of Duress doesn't feel horrible.
No, we can take out Duress. There are definitely enough artifacts in the deck. If we can find him in that awkward position of trying to cast the turn 3 Expedition map to go crack thing, to go find the 3rd piece of Tron, we can Duress it before he gets to that. But
otherwise, I think his main is almost just fine.
Yeah. No, we're definitely not going to go for the Throat. Definitely not bringing in Tidebinder Mage. Don't need Hakan. Don't need Slaughter Pact. Don't need Inquisition. Don't need Dispel. I could make an argument for Dispel.
Yeah, there are a few instants and sorceries.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Okay.
All right. Just guys finishing up sideboarding. Looks like he took the Spellskite out. I can see that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel the greatest, but it basically only serves as an early blocker in this matchup.
Which, as we said before, the Island Locked makes him feel very useless.
That indeed it does. Alright. We got the cuts for Caleb. He's gonna look at his 7. Wait for counter to finish shuffling up. A nice motion sickness camera going on here. Sorry about the swinging.
Alright. Well, I see at least one Tron land.
That's much better than his last start, that's for sure. Island Expedition map, there we go. Darkslick Shores, Serum Visions. Man, this looks real familiar.
Not bad.
Tron land. Probably gonna have the end of turn Expedition map. Unless Caleb tries to do something, in which case we'll probably see it mana leaked.
Not a bad spot to be in. Going for the Silvergill. Nope.
Revealing the nameless inversion. So Caleb might have a broken sleeve there. Yep, not going to mana leak it, definitely going to break the map.
Yeah, he just wants to get Tron on as fast as he can.
Yep.
Well, Silvergill feels good. It's he's probably holding the mana leak for a Lord.
I can see that as well. Running no caverns in his list definitely makes it easier to find. Definitely going to play the tower there. Don't know what Connor's going to set up for his turn 3 here. Don't know if he has a play. He might have an end of turn Thirst for Knowledge. Nope,
Yeah.
looks like a Treasure Mage.
Looks like he's
Man, Holy Treasure Mage could go get that last piece
between
of
the mana leak
Tron.
and the mage, and decided to go with the mage.
Yep. Being more proactive.
And also getting the blocker out there, but you feel a little silly when if he slams
If he slams the Lord, yeah, it's not going to feel great.
but he's one piece away from assembling Tron and just casting that Worm Coil next turn.
Alright. Aether Vial to draw. Got a bunch of those beautiful Caleb Durward exclusive islands. They're not exclusive at all.
Looks like he's a snappy in hands.
We're going to snap back that Serum Visions. A play we did not see Bob do in round 1 at all.
No. And there's a Silvergill. Sorry, Master of the Pearl Trident. Get my fishies mixed up.
Really wish he had that to cast.
He's got the Cryptic in hand.
He's definitely got the blue mana to cast it. He can have it up next turn. Be natural into Tron. Nope, we did find another Treasure Mage though. Now we're just going to leave up Mana Leak though. Arguably though, Caleb doesn't really need to do anything, and he can actually just activate the Mutavault and get in there. That is a Duress.
Oh, yep, new art.
Yep, that's the new art Duress. Caleb rocking all of the dragons that he can.
So it seems he did bring it in.
Are we going to, we're going to Mana Leak this, oof. That's rough.
To be fair, I think if I was Caleb, I wouldn't feel that bad about that.
No. No, it's rough if you're having to Mana Leak a Duress. Arguably, the Duress is going to take the Mana Leak.
Okay.
Unless there's something better in his hand, which I haven't seen anything. Land Lord go.
Doesn't feel bad.
Look at that.
And the Vial.
Land Lord Vial go. Oof.
Using all that mana efficiently.
That was a really good turn for Caleb. See if Connor can turn the corner here and find a Tron land on top of his deck. I should say the correct Tron land. Looks like an Academy Ruins though off the top.
Which he does have a map in his yard, but he only has 1 blue mana. So if he decides to do anything during Caleb's turn, he's not going to be able to put the map on top.
It'd be interesting if he does. It's almost a concession to the fact that he can't find Tron lands. And that his deck can't run without him. Oh yeah, we're getting feisty.
It seems Caleb is playing around the tech edge there. Not wanting to throw mana into a Mutavault that's not going to do anything.
Puts Connor down to 14. Looking to see how many, Yep, we are putting the expedition map on top. put the expedition map on top. Now we're going to cast it. No reason not to.
Oh no. Unfortunately, even if you broke it, found the other piece. Yep.
We're not using our mana to see now. Tapping the island feels wrong. 'Cause if we play the land, we can have tower, power plant, island up.
Mm-hmm. But with that island there, though, he's still not going to have a blocker for Silvergill or Mutavault.
Well, there's a worm coil. That's gonna get cryptic commanded. Ooh,
he's got bounce the Snapcaster back. That feels good.
That's a beating. That is a beating. Aether Vial up to 2. Aether Vial on 2 puts in Snapcaster Mage.
Bet it does.
I don't know if you knew that. I just want to make sure.
Thank you for letting me know.
That seems like extreme value to me.
Something about Cryptic Command in the graveyard.
Strong plays from Caleb Durward here, getting the job done. Plays a second Mutavault, probably just going to pass the turn here. Leave up the Vial on 2.
So at this point, you can actually just cast the Snapcaster Mage and the Cryptic and flash in a Lord.
Connor surprisingly plays the Oboro instead of the Tower. Now Connor needs to make a play here. He's not progressing his board state, and he can't do anything about this Merfolk of the Pearl Trident currently.
Something I would have liked to see was like a Sundering Titan blowing up his own island.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to play a Treasure Mage.
Which seems to be a line that he's thinking about.
Well, the question is he can use the Vial and the Snapcaster Mage, or is he going to use the mana? Nope, we're okay with the Treasure Mage. It seems correct, because he can just counter whatever he comes down with.
Don't counter the tutor, counter the target.
And we can Vial in that Merfolk at the end of the turn just to get him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take Connor down to 6, going into his turn. Have the Cryptic mana up.
Doesn't feel bad at all.
And if Connor accidentally taps down the Tech Edge, we can actually just kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Vial in the Master, activate the Mutavaults. That's 14 damage with Connor at 12.
So Connor is working with 8 mana right now.
We're grabbing the Mindslaver. 8 mana is not quite enough.
No. But I do not believe that Caleb will let that resolve. Oh.
Alright, well, he left Tech Edge up. Well, we're going to activate Vial, put in that Master of the Pearl Trident. In response to the Vial activation, we are going to Nameless Inversion. God, I love that card. I don't think that there's a line that Caleb takes here where he doesn't put in anything.
Yeah. That feels correct.
And the argument there is that you basically kill Connor with the Snapcaster Mage, don't you? Because you take 6, 7, 8. Yeah. The Snapcaster Mage, if you had cast it end of turn, you could have activated both Mutavaults. Connor would only be able to tech head one of them, and he'd end up taking exactly 12.
Mm-hmm. But I also feel like Caleb can just play it slow.
Yeah.
He's in no rush.
Durward's in no rush here.
He's definitely commanding the board state.
Yeah.
Especially when Connor definitely knows to put the Snapcaster in his hands.
I think so many people get married to the counter target spell draw card modes on Cryptic Command that it's lesser cousin.
Oh, there's the Aether Eyes.
Caleb's like, I will put these back in my hand. That's absolutely fine. Take care of that Mutavault. Untap. Now we have the tower. And tap 2 towers, play the Mindslaver, which will of course eat a Cryptic Command.
It looks like a remand.
He did grab a remand on the draw there. That's going to be a real good draw for him. Are we looking at that Mindslaver, or what's the... No, it kind of just pulled to the front. Yep, it is the Mindslaver. We're going to violin a Snapcaster Mage. Target Cryptic Command? You can see Connor's just at the ready with that, Nope, yeah, we're only going to tap 2 for it with that remand. That's what we like to call a value remand. Gets another power plant off of it.
Yeah, he's going to scoop him up.
Caleb's just going to scoop him up to the Mindslaver lock. 1-1, and we're going to game 3. That Aetherize definitely saved Connor there.
Yes, definitely. That's felt like a great card to bring in. Looking at their sideboards a little bit more here.
I don't know if we're going to change any boarding here. Nope.
Spellbomb. It's interesting.
I can definitely see the reason to bring Spellbomb in. Mindslaver goes to the graveyard. Well, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Now seeing the ruins, knowing what he's up to, having that one of out in the deck seems
yeah,
nice.
no, that's definitely something that we can stop.
No, that remand was a very good top deck.
Oh yeah. All right, Caleb going one last time through, finding that.
Connor taking the second look at that squelch there.
Here we go. Oh, looking at that relic. Just shiny relic at that.
I like me some shiny relic.
No, you don't. You hate foils.
That's true. You got me.
Looks like he's trying to figure out what he's going to take out and what he's going to put in.
Look like he put a Mana Leak back in.
I can see taking out Mana Leak on the draw.
Mm-hmm.
For those wondering, there were 67 people that showed up to this Grand Prix trial today. First place is in fact winning a trip to Vegas. It includes registration, hotel, and flight. No side events though.
Nope.
You get to pay for those yourself.
But you do get the 2 buys as well, because it is a trial. So
it is a Grand Prix trial, so 2 buys do come with it. You get the good old sleep-in special. And
pretty much what we're doing here is hoping that whoever wins this wins the GP. We're trying to set them up right.
Yeah. We got all the amenities. Second place is no slouch either, though. Nope. We'll promise 1 box out of our allocation of Modern Masters 2 to second place. Caleb presents. He's ready to go. Connor's still mulling over the sideboard decisions here.
Which we just hit 15 minutes left on the clock, so.
I'd imagine these gentlemen could finish up this game in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah. Caleb definitely keeps a very good tempo.
7 rounds too today. Looks like Caleb is once again happy with his 7 at the very least. Looks like he's still got the wonderful Dark Slick Source Serum Vision start.
it's okay.
It's I think that's the equivalent of the Forest Birds Go.
Right.
Well, man, you just did that every game. Yeah, that's probably why I won. Caleb's
yes,
just like,
keeping
Caleb's just like, yeah, no, I would have mulliganed already.
Spellsman, and a Tower. Not happy with it. Kale definitely likes to see that.
Oh, didn't like that 7. So, here we go. Let's hope his 6 is keepable. We'd like to see good games of Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got 2 Tron pieces right away. Right out the bat. I think Connor saw those and was just like, yep, we're in business.
I also saw Cyclonic Rift in there, which could be important later on in the game.
Oh, definitely. Cyclonic Rift was one of those editions late after RTR rotated out that I saw in more and more mono blue Tron decks. Like I'm sure there are definitely people out there that played it before RTR rotated out, but after RTR rotated out, like it definitely became more and more of a commander card. More and more people saw it and were just like, hey, I'm already casting Sundering Titan. Why don't I just, remove your board?
Exactly.
Silvergill Adept?
Showing the Coral Helm. Ooh, that's the 3rd time. Let's go a little bit too fast.
Look at that. 2 Tron lands. No expedition map, though. And I think keeping a 6 like that, looks like he does have a couple colored spells here.
It looks like a Ghost Quarter in his hand?
That does look like a Ghost Quarter.
Go Silvergill, go.
No play from Caleb. Oh, there's the Serum Visions. Boom. That's Caleb getting his 850 worth out of him.
Look like a Swamp File.
Easy to ship. Don't want any of those cards on the top of your library if you have the choice. 2 mana, and we're going to play another Silvergill, probably revealing that Coral Helm. Awkwardly, I think he has a mana leak in his hand. He's actually going to Ghost Quarter his own land to mana leak the Silvergill Adept. That's real deep. I don't know if that's a correct line.
I don't think I could have brought myself to do that.
No. Especially blowing up a Tron land.
No, it doesn't.
Like if you had had a second Ghost Quarter or something.
But he does have a lot of counter magic in his hand.
No, don't oh, and he's gonna remand it instead. Dispel gets him. And now that's what we like to call a real dirty 2-for-1. And he finds the tower off the top, which would have completed his Tron. Definitely not feeling great about that Ghost Quarter now.
No, hindsight is definitely 2020 the turn after.
I mean, we can call it hindsight, but I just don't think it was the right play in any situation. Especially playing the remand. If you're playing the mana leak, I could see it, because then you're getting rid of it permanently.
Well, the remand, it felt more of a time walk in that case. He wasn't going to be able to recast it.
Yeah, but you're also time walking yourself because you're destroying your own land.
That's true.
You're literally trading 2 lands, like you're trading 3 cards almost for 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it's a time walk, it's more or less a wash, is what it feels like. Are we gonna negate it?
Scorn.
Scorn it.
Make him pay the 1.
Oh, and he finds another tower. Connor would have been completely online had he not Ghost Quartered his own land. Now it's just all feel bads.
It's a rough one.
If Caleb has a Lord in his hand, other than I know he has the Coral Helm Commander. We're gonna enter Thirst for Knowledge, see if we can find something else.
He's in a very commanding position right now.
I guess no, don't have the Eighth of Violent Hand,
Just
do we?
throwing 2 lands out, I'm guessing.
Yep, pitching the 2 lands.
Water Grave and a Delta.
Four coming in. Going down to 8. Connor's definitely in a precarious position here, and I don't know if he's going to be able to climb his way out of this one. He's going to need successive top decks of, even Mindslaver Academy Ruins isn't really going to do it here.
He does have a Rift in hand, so if he does get the other Tron piece, he can Cyclonic Rift to buy himself a turn.
At this point, though, Caleb's drawn so many cards.
Oh, yeah.
That's 3 cards off of 3 Silver Galadas, and he just finds a remand.
Plus, he had the Trinket there.
Here's the end of turn Snapcaster Mage.
Yep, and there's the lethal. He's going to have to use that Cyclonic to bounce a single creature.
Either that or he's going to have to remand this, yeah. That doesn't feel great. I think that's another spell I'd almost rather Mana Leak than remand. Giving my opponent a Snapcaster Mage back doesn't feel
I
great.
feel like Caleb should have, oh, never mind, it doesn't matter. I'll take it if it resolved.
Yeah.
Because he did have that to spell, but unfortunately did not resolve.
No, that'd have been real. That'd be a real cool effect of Snapcaster, but just when you cast.
When you cast target.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast this, and this dispel gets flashed back.
Gets in there for 6.
Down to 2. Unfortunately, the awkward part about him being at 2 is that he has that Snapcaster in hand. Connor doesn't find the land to play the Cyclonic Rift. I don't know if he actually has a way out now. I think he is just dead on board.
Unless he has an Aetherize.
That might be an Aetherize in his hand there. I think the Snapcaster is wrong.
Yeah. Especially since he got blown up by the Aetherize last game. But that looks like another one in his hand.
He, looks like he might have, like, triple counterspell up now, too.
It looks like some Scorns, yeah. Snapcaster Dispel.
There we are. Caleb Durward takes the match in 3. I don't mind Connor's build, but I'm not entirely certain that his playing there was correct. Ghost quartering your own land to find the island to get a no-value remand off was definitely not something that you want to be doing there.
Especially when it was only a Silver Galada.
Yeah, if it was a Lord or something like that, I can definitely see going for that. But without getting any value off of that remand or even playing the Mana Leak, if that had been better in that situation, he didn't get any value off of it. And without the value of those counter spells, you're not really getting what you need out of them.
But I'm definitely interested in Caleb's build, and hopefully we see him play later on today.
I'm actually really disappointed. We did not get to see the Foul Tongue Invocation. I believe that's the one where you can actually deal damage equal to the number of attacking creatures. And so you deal damage equal to the number of attacking creatures you control, and then you gain that much life as well. So it's just like a big swing. Oh, no, Foul Tongue Invocation. I was completely wrong. Foul Tongue Invocation is the sack a creature. It's the Edict effect.
As an additional cost, you have to reveal a Draken.
Or a Mutavault, or activate your Mutavault. Sorry, activate your Mutavault, reveal a nameless inversion. You can do any number of things in Caleb's deck and just honestly get there, and it's beautiful.
Well, definitely showing the power of all these shape changers with the changelings with the dragon spells.
With the dragon spells, yeah. No, that's definitely something that that we've picked up on now. That he's got some sweet synergies inside there.
Which this round looks to be just about over, so...
Yeah, we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back for round 3.